Like when I was a little boy, I can't remember my father ever laughing in my presence. And my father all the time, I don't know why he liked it, he liked to wash my socks. Then he'll say, put your leg down. And if I try to cry, he would look at me and say, what's the matter with you? You know, sometimes you have a family where it is all discipline. Like when I was a little boy, it was all discipline. No smile, no laughter. I can't remember my father ever laughing in my presence. I guess a lot being a human being, but not in my presence. I can't see my father at that time ever smiling in my presence. If he did, maybe once or twice in all my long years staying at home. All I saw my father doing is that when he's coming, are you playing? You're not taking your books. You are not reading. You bad boy, and he's looking for a stick. Some pastors are like that. Are you sitting down? You are not doing this, you are not doing that, and he's already looking for a stick. And then after my father would have beaten you, and I thought my father will know that when a little child is beaten, that thing is painful, that tears will come. If I find you cry, if I see those tears, now what are we going to do? If he is beating you and you don't cry, that means he has not beaten you enough. He will beat you very well so that you will feel that thing. If you are crying, he will say, if I find you crying there, now what are we going to do? You don't cry, you are in trouble. You cry, you are in trouble. Discipline, and then develop closer relationship at the same time. Chastise and forgive at the same time. Be forthright, be gentle at the same time. Teach with authority, but with a heart of compassion at the same time. That means the pastor, as a father, he must nurture and love and admonish and be gentle and instruct and nourish and correct and forgive and chastise and be kind and warn and encourage and rebuke and comfort and speak the truth and be merciful, all in a balanced way that he will develop and mature the flock over the which God has made him an overseer. That's why it is not an easy thing to be a pastor. We have to pray, and we have to get the real Spirit of God and the mind of Christ in us, so that we will be the real pastor that God wants us to be. In John chapter 10. John chapter 10. I'm reading from verse 11. I am the good shepherd, and the good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is an hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth. The wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep. The hireling fleeth, because he is an hireling, and careth not for the sheep. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and am known of mine. Now it's just what I've been discussing and what I've been telling you. That a real shepherd will not run away from the flock when there is trouble. When the wolves are coming, when the false prophets are coming, when there is a difficult situation that the flock, that the people in the church are facing, a real shepherd will not run away. It is the hireling that will run away and look for safety and look for a place to hide himself, so that he will not partake in the trouble with the sheep. A shepherd will give even his very life, and he will want to suffer with those people. Now, as we look at this picture of the shepherd, we've touched on it in the other parts of the studies. But let us just understand this, that the word shepherd is a very descriptive title for the pastor. It describes the function of the pastor as that of giving tender, sincere, intimate, spiritual, loving care to the sheep in the flock. You see, the pastor is not a person that has a detached life. His life is involved with the life of the sheep. His life is involved with the life of the members of the flock. And he gives care, tender care, tender care. And I remember when I was very young, if I had any sore in my leg, I preferred my mother washing that sore rather than my father washing that sore. And my father all the time, I don't know why he liked it, he liked to wash my sores. And I would say, mommy will do it. So shut up. Because, mommy will wash it like a woman. You know what I mean? Will wash it like somebody who knows that something will pain you. But daddy, he didn't have the time. And you can tell he didn't have the time. And therefore he will take that hot water, and the thing will be burning his hand, and the thing will be terrible for him. He'll be doing like this. Then he'll say, put your leg down. And if I try to cry, he will look at me and say, what's the matter with you? If you are a shepherd, you wash the sore like a mother. You don't wash the sore like my big daddy. You'll be gentle. You'll be caring. You'll be tender. The way you are washing that sore, you see, that is the life of the pastor. That tenderness will be in you. You will know that people feel pain. You will know that that sore is very painful. You will know that that water, although you have to apply that water, you have to. And in those days, we didn't have all this medicine that we have now that are used in treating sore. The only medicine my father knew to have in treating sore for little children is iodine. And he'll take that hot water, put it on it, and then sometimes he will dip that thing in the hot water, and then he will take it off like this, and the drop of the hot water will be getting on the sore. You mustn't remove that leg. If you remove that leg, you're in trouble. And after all that, then iodine will come. You know what I was thinking? I said, if this man will die, and to remain my mother alone, and my mother will know how to treat us little children, don't be a pastor like that will wash a painful sore, a painful situation. We have painful situations in families. We have painful sores in our personal lives. We have painful sores in some things in our lives. Very touchy and very, very painful. A pastor will know how to correct, how to heal that wound. A pastor will know how to treat everything, that all the pain will be removed and will be gentle. And it will not be only iodine treatment that you have. You'll have another kind of treatment. Find out that kind of treatment from the Bible, and then you will treat people in that way. You'll give them tender care, loving care. You'll give them that sincere, intimate, and spiritual care. The pastor as a spiritual shepherd, he'll protect, he will guide, and he will feed the people of God. The pastor feeds the sheep how many times? Regularly. He searches out lost sheep. He delivers the captive sheep. He gathers dispersed sheep together. He makes the weary sheep to rest. He binds and anoints hurt sheep. And he will strengthen the weak sheep. And he will guide the directionless sheep. And he will carry the wounded sheep in his bosom and restore the sheep that are straying. He will reassure the frightened sheep. You see what the shepherd has to do to deliver the sheep when they are captive? Gather them together when they are dispersed, and give them rest when they are weary, worn out. Bind them when they are hurt. He will strengthen them when they are weak, when they are motionless and directionless and fearful of the direction to follow. He will gently guide them and say, go this way, go that way. And it is the shepherd that will carry the wounded ones, the weak ones. He will restore those that have gone astray. And when you are frightened, he will reassure you. He will say there's nothing to frighten you. God is still on the throne. That is a real pastor. You know why our churches are not growing? You know why our members are getting discouraged? You know why our members are not really moving forward? We don't have enough pastors. We have many people that are called pastors, but we do not have enough pastors that will fulfill the function of the pastor. The pastor must provide the sheepfold for the sheep, protect them from robbers and false doctrine, protect them from the false prophets and the wolves, and he will lead the way for the sheep to follow. He will know each sheep, and the sheep will know his voice, and he will give up or lay down all he has, if need be, his life for the benefit of the sheep.